Good morning, everyone. It's gone 8:21 a.m. Indo-China time. That's in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, where I live. Coming in a little bit late today on Friday. What's today? The 6th of March. First week of March finishing up. And we're looking at gold on the 15-minute chart. You can see here XAU USD. This is the second candle after the opening of the Singapore and Shanghai market. This is the first candle. Starts at 8 a.m. Indo-China time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes we can get some break above the trend line, break above and close above the red trend line, and then I would consider to go long. And yeah, I came in a little bit late today having some, what do you say, connectivity issues. So I might not stay long if the connection continues to drop out like it just did. I know that's frustrating for anyone that's watching, frustrating for me doing the streaming. But sometimes I don't really have very good connection at my condo. Uh, Sometimes it's high speed and it's just going like great, that's fantastic. And then just sometimes it seems to drop out. So anyway, it is what it is. And I'm here every day, Monday to Friday, at the same time for the opening of Singapore and Shanghai markets at 8 a.m. Indo-China time. So now we came up here and almost touched the trend line. And now starting to drop down a little bit. We had quite a bearish move yesterday. We just scroll back and look at that chart. You see what we had there from the high of 51.95, high of the day yesterday, Thursday, and a low of 50.50, for a drop of $145, 1,450 pips from the high to the low of the day. So quite a big drop yesterday, and that was just before Wall Street opened. And then when Wall Street opened on this candle right here, the drop just continued. Looked like it might change direction and had a bit of a pullback, but no, the drop just continued throughout the New York session. And then towards the close of the New York session, they just went sideways. So generally bearish day, and we're bearish on the 4-hour chart, bearish on the 4-hour chart, however bullish on the day chart. Gold is turning direction and going to continue to be bearish. Usually the day chart is a little bit slow to follow indication on the 4-hour chart. The chart will show you the change in direction quicker than the day chart. And I'm really just coming here today because I know some people will come in and listen to the recordings, and that's fine. If nobody's here during my short streaming session to comment, sometimes we'll get a good session going with comments back and forth about the activity that we're seeing, the momentum, the direction, the bias. But if nobody's here today, that's fine too. I would like to share with you the forexfactory.com calendar because there is quite a lot of high impact news today. And I believe you can just see that on the screen now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items on the U.S. dollar, and that's 1 hour before Wall Street opens today, Friday. The average earnings, the core retail sales, and the big one. This is the one that comes once a month, usually on the first Friday of every month, and retail sales and unemployment rate. So there are a lot of high impact news, 5 different items all coming out at the same time. So we need to be very, very watchful and careful. If you have any open trades during this time, I recommend you don't. It's up to you how you trade the news. Everybody has a different style of how they trade the news. But this non-farm employment, if you've been trading for any time at all, you would know that's the biggest one that forex traders watch for. It's the most high impactful news item, can be a big mover and shaker. And you'll see a lot of volatility during this release of this data, the non-farm employment change. So just be aware of those. Be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local time. These are Southeast Asia times, but that's all of these items will come out 1 hour before Wall Street opens. We've got a couple of people watching now. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. I'm only going to stay a few minutes. It's going to be a short streaming session today. A lot of people don't even trade on Friday. I do. I trade Monday to Friday. Some traders don't trade on Mondays. Everybody has a different style, a different approach to trading the markets. And I only trade gold, and I trade on the 15-minute chart. And what you're looking at here is my trend line strategy, which means if it breaks above this red line and closes above, then I would be keen to go long, and I would put my stop loss below this green line, which would then be called the safety line. So I'd put the stop loss right about where that second trend line is, at 50.56. However, the inverse is also true. If it breaks below and closes below the green line, then I would go short, and then my stop loss would be above the red line, which is then the safety line, and that stop loss would be at about 5096. That's the way the trend line strategy works. And it works on all time frames. I use it on the 15-minute time frame. And these trend lines go back all the way to the monthly chart. So it's a top-down analysis from monthly to weekly to 4 hour, monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes. And these other lines you see here are I use the pivot points indicator from Tradingview. So this is the first resistance level. This is the first support level. And this is the pivot point for the day. And now we're getting our third candle. This is the 8 o'clock, the opening candle, then the 8:15, now the 8:30 candle. Looks like it wants to turn bullish, but now I'll need to wait 15 minutes to see if this candle is going to close. I like to wait till the candle closes before I take any trade, because the direction can change during the candle formation, and you can get trapped in a trade that you didn't intend to take. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out for today. Be sure and remember that if you want to message me, you can do that. My Telegram ID is @RickRayFX. That's my main messaging service. If you want to contact me directly, you can feel free to do that anytime. And of course, if you're new here to trading and you want to find out more about trading, about brokers, about prop firms, about indicators, check out my website, and that's at rickrayfx.com. All right, thank you guys for being here, and especially those of you that watch the recording later. Don't forget to click that like button. It does support the channel. It helps a lot. I appreciate it. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day of trading on this Friday, and hope you have a great weekend. TGIF. I always love Fridays. Everybody loves Fridays. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday because we have the weekend coming up, Saturday and Sunday. So wherever you are in the world, have a great weekend, and I'll see you again next week.